Hi, Jennifer Jimenez here. In this video, I'll be revealing 2 more of the weight stressors that may be blocking your ability to release unwanted weight and unleash your most healthy, vibrant, and happy self. If we're meeting each other for the very first time, I am the Health and Wellbeing Director and founder of the Health and Wellbeing Division of the Brave Thinking Institute, and I am a trained and certified transformational life coach and mind, body, spirit expert. Speaking of mind, body, and spirit, these weight stressors today really help unpack and help you understand why sometimes for some people it feels like no matter what they do, there are these blocks or this self-sabotage that tends to rise up and really wreak havoc on even the best health and well-being programs and plans. So I'm gonna unpack a couple of these today. Now, the 2 weight stressors that I'll be revealing today, I call the nasty Fs. Now, F number 1 is that for some people, they have what I call the food famine mentality. Now, if you have the food famine mentality, somewhere along the way, you were taught one of 2 things, or maybe both of them. The first is repetitively over and over, maybe growing up, you were taught that you are required to eat every bite on your plate. Now, the challenge with that is that later, as you grow up and you're an adult, and especially in our Western world, we're often given more food than we actually need. And if that's the case, this underlying subconscious belief that we're required to eat every bite of food on our plate leads oftentimes, more often than not, to overeating. And overeating causes the body, of course, to just save that extra fuel as excess weight. Now, how do we uninstall this subconscious limiting belief that somehow we are required to eat every bite of food on our plate? I'll get to that in just a minute. The other piece that I often find is that if you grew up around siblings, or maybe if somehow along the way you didn't feel that there was enough, either you didn't get enough, you weren't given enough, or you felt like you weren't going to have enough. And that can also lead to somehow this food famine subconscious belief. Now, in transformational coaching, we believe, and we know, and it's tested and proven, that our subconscious beliefs are actually what drives our thoughts drive our feelings drive our actions, and ultimately our actions drive our results. So even though consciously we might know maybe it isn't healthy to eat this massive portion of pasta that this restaurant's just been given us, somehow we find ourselves by the end of the meal, we've eaten the entire bowl of pasta, even though consciously we know that maybe that wasn't the best for us. So in order to change the behavior, it isn't enough just to consciously know we want to eat less. We need to get inside of these subconscious limiting beliefs and install a new, much more empowering, positive belief, an empowering belief. So one of the tested and proven ways to install an empowering belief is through repetition. Now, in the transformational coaching that I do, especially with women, one of my favorite forms of installing a new empowering belief in place of the old is through guided meditation. This is something you can do in 5 minutes, first thing when you wake up in the morning, or in the afternoon for a quick reset, and or in the evening just before you go to bed, which is actually one of the ideal ways because it gets into the subconscious mind right before you go to sleep. So in my free guided weight loss meditation, I help install for you new, more empowering beliefs that are in alignment with creating the body of your dreams. So I have a free gift for you right here on this page that you can download. Let me go ahead and talk about the second nasty F. The second nasty F is what I call the fun famine. Now, the fun famine is when there's just a famine of not having enough fun in your life, and therefore your only source of fun is through food. Now, yes, food can be fun, but the problem is when it's your only outlet for fun, it often translates or turns into eating more food or the kinds of food that probably isn't the best or healthiest food for your body. So if you find yourself grabbing that candy bar or that bag of Skittles or the bag of chips, or feeling like you want to go through that fast food drive-through, even though consciously you know the Skittles aren't good for you, the candy bar's not good for you, the bag of chips isn't good for you, if you're not giving yourself a fun outlet or really decompressing in more empowering, healthy ways, then that may be the only fun you're getting and or the only way you're decompressing. So a few powerful tips to help reset from having a fun famine to actually installing some fun into your day is this. The first question I have for you is, what do you love? What kinds of fun did you used to have when you were a kid or a teenager? And how can you bring a little bit of that fun into your life today? Oftentimes, I'll have my clients connect with fun music or games that they used to love to play, or bring more fun movement into their life, fun with friends or family, and just install these little boosts of fun into their day. And they're honestly that much less likely to reach for foods that aren't healthy for them when they have a little bit of fun in their life. The second tool is to have a evening routine where you decompress. Now, the first tip there is to turn off all electronic devices at least 30 minutes before you go to bed. The reason for this is they found that the blue light in our electronic devices actually inhibits our production of melatonin. Our production of melatonin is absolutely necessary to get a good night's sleep. If we're not sleeping well, that increases our ghrelin hormone, which actually drives us to eat more the next day. So it's a vicious cycle. So by just unplugging 30 minutes before you go to bed, maybe taking a shower, a bath, doing some movement, lighting a candle, playing some, soothing music, maybe having some essential oils, putting some lotion on your hands or feet, just something that helps you unwind, decompress, maybe read a book. It's really going to make a huge difference in the long run. Now, there are some really fantastic free gifts right here on this page, especially that guided weight loss meditation that's free for you. I would highly recommend that. That could also be part of your evening unwind routine to be able to uninstall these two nasty F's and install a new empowering belief that there's more than enough food to go around, that all of your needs are met, that you can absolutely eat nourishing, healthy, holistic food in the correct amounts for actually what your body, that is just enough for what your body needs. And when you begin to love yourself, when you begin to take incredible care of yourself, when you begin to just eat for nourishment and not for any other reason, and install some fun into your day and find a new, more empowering way to decompress and relax and have an evening routine, and maybe bring in and play with this guided meditation, you might be surprised. Many of my clients that I've worked with actually within a few weeks, a couple months, weigh themselves and all of a sudden they've released 10 pounds and they weren't even trying. So have fun playing with de-stressing these two weight stressors and creating more calm, confidence, radiance, health, and vitality into your life. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I look forward to connecting again very soon.